What's up, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, gods and goddesses? Today I want to talk about America, well, actually, the whole world being on the brink of war. That's what today's title is called, The Brink of War. First, I want to start by explaining how um, we're having differences amongst countries all over the world right now, and how basically any wrong move we'll be into full fledged World War III right now. So that's what I want to talk about today. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that's coming to check out this video, and I hope I don't scare you or anything like that. That's not what this is meant to do. This is meant to inform you, get you on the informative side. Uh, I'm not of any denomination or any religion. Um, it's basically just to get people aware of what's taking place if they're not already aware. That's all I'm here to do right now today. You can follow me on Twitter at Son of Gods 666. That's spelled SUNGODZ 666. And I know people are like, wow, why you got the 666? That's really because I don't believe in Satan or any of that. And the Son of God is, of course, I do believe in God. I do believe in the Creator, but I just don't. I believe in good and bad. I just don't believe in Satan and all that whole whole shenanigan thing. So, no offense to anybody who do, but I just don't. All right. First, I'm gonna start off by getting into the main, our main, what's appearing to be a rival right about now. All right. Uh, Number one. Um, Now, let's talk about the Chinese. China found a new gold deposit in a certain part of China. This was back in November of 2015. You can go check out the link. I'll have any information on links in the description box. China found 470 tons of gold mine found underwater of the Bohai Sea. The Bohai Sea is just off the coast of China. It says they discovered a colossal gold mine worth hundreds of billions of yen in the water of Sheishan Island, East Shandong province of Laozu Island, which lies east of the Bohai Sea. Okay, 470 tons of gold. That's a lot of fucking gold, man. um, Now they should have kept that shit on the low. All right, because what happened after that is, of course, the Americas got wind of it. Obama got wind of it, and he's trying to challenge them. All right. Number two, um, Obama had a nuclear conference meet with the Asian leaders, mostly Asian leaders, people from Japan, China, and it didn't go too well. It didn't go well at all. Now, when Obama met with the leaders in Asia, some of the leaders that he met with were um, Japan Prime Minister. He met with South Korea's president, and he also met with China's Prime Minister or president. Now, it was supposed to be a summit on the topic of nuclear security, but this shit went left quick. It also discusses how during the meeting he brought up North Korea and their ability their ability to have nukes and what their plans is with nuclear security, because they did not join the summit at all. They did not one leader honored the summit or even came to the summit or anything. Um, they want to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula altogether. That means both sides. disarming themselves with nukes. And he also tried to bring to their attention that the world needs to have a global climate change deal. Now, what the hell does that mean? Okay, what the hell is a global climate change deal? Is that even possible? Now, also during this meeting, he discussed the terrorist threats, the war on terror, being on the rise. We all know that that's bullshit. We all know that the war on terror is a fake. The war on terror is a fraud. Um, we are we are actually providing terrorists financially, um, with with the ability to do the things that they're doing right now. We're the ones who's helping the terrorists in a sense. That's the best way to look at it. Now, at the summit, we know that didn't go well. Everybody left kind of in a disarray. All the leaders returned back to their countries, and there was nothing pretty much that they came up with. No conclusions, no answers. Now, simultaneously after this meeting, as of uh, as of April 1st, China, as well as 22 other countries, decided to bypass the dollar. They're actually abandoning the dollar. Okay, they don't want to use the dollar at all for international trade, for any type of trade or anything like that. Um, the reason being, nobody knows. I think it's because the actual dollar is getting ready to crash right now, which was predicted by Michael Rupert. Go check out Michael C. Rupert when you get the chance. He made an excellent video called Collapse. Check out Collapse. Collapse is dope as hell. It give you a little information on what's going on as far as with the economics of things. Um, Now, the 23 countries, which is pretty much like, at this point, that's like 60% of the world's GDP. They decided to set up swap lines, which pretty much bypass the dollar altogether and swiftly. Uh, the dollar is the worldwide financial transaction system right now. So if 23 countries decide to not fuck with that, what does that mean, guys? I think that means a pretty bad thing. Wouldn't you agree? Uh, the reserve currency status does not last forever. You understand what I mean? So people are starting to catch on to that. Different countries are starting to pay attention to that, and they don't want to fuck with it. Excuse my language, but that's just how we talk around these parts. By the way, I want to say the English language it's a lie, brother. It's a very very ecliptic language. It was borrowed from all parts. So in my book, there is no specific way on how to communicate in English. We talking Ebonics. You want to curse, you want to do whatever, it doesn't matter as long as you get your point across. Anyways, that's just another subject. I might do something on that one day. Now, next, I want to get into the discussion, the topic of the countries entering in dispute for the gold that was found in China, and how this is going to play a huge effect. Now, the gold was actually found on a specific island called Scarborough Shoal. Now, Scarborough Shoal is a bunch of islands, or actually, I think it's just two or three islands. Not, I don't want to say a bunch just to get make it sound like it's a lot, but it's about two or three islands in the democracy reef of China, which means it's not really owned by the Chinese, but traditionally they've been the ones who's been managing the island. If that makes more sense, because it's also in a certain portion of, I believe, like North Philippines. So the Philippines also manage the island from time to time, Now, managing the island doesn't mean that you own it. It just means that you have certain rights to it, geography wise, and that you have played a part in the activities that surround the area. Pretty much, that's all it pretty much means. Now, what Obama decided to do, I think we're the only country that did it. They decided, the U.S. decided to enter into a dispute over the island. Why? Because it's tons of fucking gold there. That's why. Now, anybody know, if you do your research on America, they already went on record saying that our Federal Reserve is depleted of gold, of natural resources and gold. We haven't had gold actually. Now, Russia and China under Article 9 has a pact. This pact has been in effect since around the 60s. You could go check that out. The Article 9, the Russia and Chinese pact. They pretty much invoked this pact, put it into play, meaning, hey, if anybody attacks China, we got your back. If anybody attacks Russia, vice versa. Vladimir Putin pretty much met with the Beijing leaders and put it into place. Now, that's like saying, hey, we're pretty much prepared for whatever anybody wants to do. Whether you attack China, we're going to be ready, or whether you attack Russia, we're going to be ready. And it also shows the camaraderie within Russia and China right now. It also shows togetherness that they have, and that they have a bunch of deals going on down there. I seen recently that they had signed a natural gas deal between Moscow and Beijing. So these guys are, they're not going to separate anytime soon. If you have it's going to appear at any point in time. If you have a problem with Russia, you're going to definitely have a problem with China, and vice versa. If you have a problem with China, you're going to have a problem with Russia, and that's just how that seems like that's going to go. Okay. Now, simultaneously to Russia drawing closer to China, it also puts America on edge. Nobody likes, we're the police of the world. Nobody likes shit going on without our knowing, or without our cosign on it. So Obama decided to send a few destroyers back in 2015 down to Yangsha Island. This was maybe back in October of 2015, right before the New Year took place. And China, of course, took that as a direct threat. And they've been wanting our warships out. They want us to leave. They've been wanting us to leave parts of South China a long time ago. So what's taking place here is we have military destroyers down on their coastlines, down in certain parts of South China. Now, all it takes is, this is one of the things I wanted to really, really shine on, and I want people to understand. That's like, say, if you're from California and you know how the beaches are out there. If you ever been to Long Beach or the Queen Mary, or anywhere by Santa Monica, imagine while you're hanging out on the beach, you see Chinese destroyers, maybe about 30 miles off, just chilling there. Would that be awkward to you as an American or as a Californian? Now, so this is what the Chinese are going through. They have destroyers and different ships off their coastlines of their beaches right there. And the Chinese prime ministers and owners want them out. They want them to leave, which is, nothing's wrong with that. Get the fuck out of our neighborhood, basically. You're not here doing business. You're not doing anything. Get out. Makes perfect sense. I understand. I feel the Chinese on that. America needs to leave. We need to stop trying to police everything, be in the middle of everything. It's just not cool. So if Obama doesn't get those destroyers out of there, that can be an excuse for war. Anything can happen. somebody accidentally hit a button. I think it was a similar situation. This is how I don't know if I'm not looking at any notes or anything. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. But if I remember correctly, this is how the war in the Bay of Pigs, I believe it was, or Cuba, how it started. They had some ships down there, and then they threw it into a whole propaganda thing where they claimed that they were attacked, which was their reason for going to war. So this is just like this is like a setup. Something can happen. We can easily shoot one of our own and say the Chinese did it and start the war. America is known for doing shit like that. So all I'm saying is America needs to leave. They need to get out. Send our guys home, get off the coast, the southern parts of China, and let them do what they need to do. Let them handle their gold, and if they want to work with us, let them work with us. But this whole area where we're forcing people to, like, we're forcing ourselves up on people. We're pretty much always in the middle of people's situations in different countries' situations, and it's just getting old. I'm sure everybody would agree with that right now. Now, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move forward. Where was I? Okay, Obama sent the warships to South China. Now, intelligence from CIA insiders claim that they will attack the White House, the Pentagon, and certain parts of Denver, which are confirmed bases and bunkers for top leaders. So those are places that we might want to be a little wary of, just in case some things transpire. That was the White House in D.C., the Pentagon, and certain parts in Denver. Now Denver is very intricate. We don't have any specific proof on what's taking place in Denver, but the word is that that's a underground base, underground bunker underneath the airport. You can find stuff on that all over the internet. Kind of to each his own. You kind of filter your own information, go off of what you want to, do your own research. But it has been confirmed that there's something going on in Denver. That Denver is intricate to our national security and whatever's going on. Now, the Z, which is the Prime Minister of China, they have already warned Obama against the threats against China's sovereignty, that they're going to protect their sovereignty at all costs. Which means if you understand that, that means that they're not going to wait around to see if they're going to get attacked. If they feel any type of way or uncomfortable in any type of way, that they may attack first. So let's pay attention to what China is doing and what their moves they're taking. You can check out that article too. I'll have that link in the description, where they've already pretty much warned Obama and say, look, dude, we're not going to let you keep threatening us. Almost let's look at like a shorter kid compared to a bully. You can only push that kid so long before something catastrophic might happen. You can only push that kid around for so long before he may swing back or push back, or one day he might not even do anything. You might not even see it coming. He might just crack you over the head with a 2x4 or a broom or something, and you're going to be sitting there looking dumb, like, why did the kid just hit me? That's because you made him feel so scared to the point to where he reacted almost in a self-defense type thing, like, I'm gonna get you before you get me. Okay, so if anybody understands that, that's what the Chinese mentality, that's what they're dealing with right now. They've already confirmed, hey, our sovereignty in China is very important to our national interests, et cetera, et cetera. If we feel threatened at all by any type of way by that, we're going to do what we need to do. Totally understandable. Okay? Now, let's get back to the gold, all right? They've pretty much started mining underwater. Now, another thing I want to point out is I was having a discussion with one of my buddies, and he was saying how back in I think it was the later parts of 2015, that China was building man-made islands in certain parts of the thing, certain parts of the eastern seaboard. Actually, I'm sorry, the southern seaboard of China. Now we were trying to figure out, why are they building islands. I think personally, this is just my opinion. I believe that the Chinese discovered the gold a long time ago and actually started building, because the gold deposits are located underwater. Okay, underwater. Now I think that they discovered a long time ago that they had gold, and they started building the man-made islands to cover up the gold, so it wouldn't show up on, it wouldn't show up on radar or on from satellite, on, like on Google Earth or anything. Like if you look up Google Earth, it shows green. If there was actual gold deposits there, it would show a different color. It would show gold. But I believe that's what the man-made islands were made for. That's just my opinion. All right, now, the China, as of April 1st, 2016, the Chinese have invoked, feared in Russia's defense pact. I've already spoke about that. It's activated, guys. It's proof. As of April 1st, 2016, they pretty much put it into play. The pact. That's like saying, hey, we're ready. Okay, we're ready. Now, all these things right here are going to come into play. The gold, the fact that they're growing closer and closer to Vladimir Putin, to Russia, and the fact that the United States do not want to leave certain parts of southern China. Those three facts are going to be a problem. That's the whole. Those are the main issues that we have right now. If something doesn't be done about that, guys, we can go to war. We can be expecting war at any given time right now. It's just going to be a domino effect. Something happens with the Chinese, they're going to turn to the Russians. The Russians get drawn in. U.S., you know who our allies are, and it just becomes a big thing. We're gonna be right back at a war, a pointless war for nothing. So all I want to do is start raising people's awareness, let them know what's going on, what's taking place with our leaders right now. It's not working out with the Asian leaders right now, and Obama knows that he doesn't want to put it out there like that, but it's not going well. All right. So yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, hit me up in the comment box. Any questions, any debates, anything, I do respond. Remember, knowing is better than believing. Love is the answer. Knowledge is the key. We are the enlightened ones. We are the illuminated ones. We are Illuminati. Peace. Son of God, God's son.